So, I don't know about you, but some days I just hate my natural hair. Like, the twists stick out in some weird way, or I just don't even feel like spending 10 hours detangling and conditioning my hair, and it's not even shoulder length. And plus, like, you know, straight and long hair is just like better, whether it's straight or long. Like, this is long, it's not straight though, but it's cute. And hair that's lighter is just cuter because it bounces off my skin more. So because I was so tired of my hair, I decided to get a wig that was long and cute and lighter, because it makes me feel better about myself. And I also realized that when I put it on, I get like a different persona. I am just like so totally amazing and cute, and like I can like whip my hair like, look at that, look at that, that's so amazing. And it's just, I mean, it looks so real, and the way it frames my face, like from any angle I could take a picture. Look at this, pow, pow, pow. Like, it's just, duh. So from now on, I am wearing wigs until my hair gets this long that I can make it look like this. Because I feel better about myself when I can feel my hair touching my shoulder and brushing against me. Like, that's like a sign of being a woman, when you have hair that you can like whip. Hey. So I decided to give this wig a name. I mean, I know they come with names, but I'm much better at giving things names, which, you know, I'm much better because I have more confidence, and that's because of the wig. I just feel more confident and more powerful and more pretty. Beauty is important. So I decided to give this wig a name, and it's called Becky. Now, when I'm not wearing Becky, I wear what I call Alice. And this is inspired by Resident Evil. If you haven't seen the movies, you should see them. And it's also inspired by Bonquisha on 63rd in St. Lawrence, who she has the same color in her head, like Kool-Aid red. And I like this one because it matches my lipstick perfectly, and it brings out the color in my eyes. And if I wear like blue and white, then I'm being American. And so I like this one. And it's straight. And straight is serious. And straight is professional. And straight is like straight people. And so I wear this one because then, you know what, you can also like put it up in a bun or ponytail. Ponytails are great. And so this is Alice. Okay, some of you guys are like, what the hell is wrong with Sheena? I just wanted to play. But as you can see, I do have wigs. I actually have 3 total. I went to a wig store, not because I don't like my hair. I love my hair at this length, actually. I was going to an event where I needed to wear a wig. And so I got 2 curly ones, a light curly one and then a dark curly one. And then later on I realized those wigs, they were too natural looking, so I got the red superhero one. I don't really wear them in my real life because they just feel awkward to me. I'm not used to them. But even though I got it for that one event, and then I was like, well, I have 3 wigs. I need to use it for something. So sometimes I actually wear them for pole dancing. You know, we get different assignments and kind of characters that we're taking on. And so some days I dance with the hair, and, you know, I can do the hair flip, but it also gets in my way when I'm like upside down or climbing. So I don't know how girls with longer hair do it. Kudos to you, because that's like another prop that you have to think about. But I did go to this wig store, and let me tell you, I felt like a freaking fool. And I think the people there thought I was the craziest crackhead that they had ever met, because I knew this much about freaking wigs. And that sales lady is probably still telling stories of how silly I was. One of the things I remember her saying, she was like, do you want a lace front wig versus a, I don't know, a regular wig? And I said, what's the difference? Like, they all look the same to me on the mannequins. Like, either it was curly or straight, and the lengths were different. And I feel bad for her. She was like, well, a lace front wig like mine, because she had one on, she was like, it looks natural versus the other kind. And she was like, see, doesn't it look natural? I don't like when people ask me questions that I know they want a specific answer to, and I can't give that answer, because wigs don't look natural to me. Most often I can tell when a woman's wearing a wig, and there's nothing wrong with them. Like, they're fun and they're easy, and you don't have to do your hair, and you can try different ones, and they have different personalities, but they don't look natural. And so I was like, okay. So then she asked me like what colors I wanted, and she was asking me all these questions I don't know how to answer. I don't know. It's not even ask me like what brand and stuff, because I don't even know. I have no clue what I bought, but they're fairly cheap, and I got like the cheap ones. I mean, maybe like the higher end ones look more real. I don't know. Shit. So once I came home, I had to Google and YouTube wigs, because, you know, it had that lace thing, and I had to like watch maybe 10 videos on how to cut that, and how to style it, and how to like comb it and keep it clean. So I'm grateful for all the YouTube ladies who do videos on wigs, because I don't know anything about that. But now sometimes I wear them for fun, for dance, for other things. The wigs are whatever they are, and if you wear them, kudos to you, especially if you know how to cut and style that stuff without even thinking. There were two things I noticed. One, whenever I did wear, because I would wear the wig to my dance class, so, you know, that's less I have to carry in a bag. And whenever I would see natural hair women, I had this impulse to be like, my hair's natural underneath here, and I don't have issues with my hair. This is just for play. That reminded me when I got extensions, and I also wanted to say that same thing to whenever I would see women with natural hair. And whatever that impulse is in me that feels like I need to like bond with the natural hair women and let them know I'm natural too, that's just interesting to me. I have to think about where that comes from. When you wear wigs or have extensions, do you ever get the impulse to do that? Because I don't think anything's wrong with wigs or extensions, because I wear them. I don't do things that I think are wrong. Why do I want other people who are natural to know that I'm natural too underneath there? The other thing that stuck out was the way men would respond to me. It was a different class of men that would respond to me. You know, when I wear my hair like this, and I have on some sexy dress or shorts and a dirty t-shirt, I pick up guys, like, because it's not about all of this, really. Like, I feel like even before all the surface stuff that they notice, it's the energy. There's just the energy of openness and attraction and chemistry that kind of goes off, and then you start to notice all the other stuff. So it doesn't matter what I'm wearing or whatever. Like, there will be men who are like, hey, I mean, well, they don't say that, but there will just be men who are interested. But it was a different it was like the boy, I don't know. It was a different kind of guys that were noticing me. And honestly, all the men who looked twice at me when I had the wig on were men that I would never even consider going out with, that I don't even notice passing on the street. But I wanted to do a test, but you know, how are you going to pass the same man to see if he responds? So I went to a Starbucks. The first time I went with the wig on, and there were 3 guys there, and one of the guys who worked there was just all like, he was just all over me, and, you know, giving me an extra cookie and all this other stuff. And he was like, you're so gorgeous. And also a woman at this Starbucks stopped me too when I had the wig on, and she was from Europe somewhere, and she was pretty, and she was like, you're so gorgeous. I haven't had a woman respond that strongly to me ever, so that was quite interesting. But the guy, you know, he was responding the same way. And I came back the next week without the wig on, sat in the same spot, same laptop setup, same bag, and he was nice to me, but not as attentive. But then later on, when like he asked me a question because they were sweeping, then his colleague made a comment. He was like, "I'm sorry about him," and I said, "Oh, I remember him from last week." And he was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I sat right here, but I had a wig on." And he was like, "Oh, that was you," and then gave me another free cookie. But I don't know. It's interesting. Wigs are really interesting. You can really play around with them and take on different personas. It's interesting how people treat you and how you feel you have to respond to the world as well. Do you wear wigs, and what's your experience been like with them? Have a great day, everyone.